Well, let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 6, opposition leaders in Egypt reject a move by President Mohamed Morsi to annul a decree that gives him more powers. The decree, issued on November 22, strips the judiciary of any right to challenge Morsi's decisions. The opposition says protests will continue on Tuesday, even as Islamists vow to hold counter-demonstrations. Morsi announced a vote on a new constitution would push through on December 15th. The spokesman of the opposition National Salvation Front says it rejects the referendum, which they foresee will lead to more division and sedition. At number 8, the owners of an Australian radio station promises to review processes after a nurse caught in a prank call involving British royals killed herself. The chair of King Edward VII's Hospital wrote the executives of Southern Cross Austereo, owners of radio station Today FM, to protest the prank call that resulted in Jacinta Saldana killing herself. She was duped by the station's 2 presenters who misrepresented themselves as Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Charles. Because no receptionist was on duty, Saldana, a 46-year-old mother of 2, answered the call and put them through to a colleague who divulged details about the Duchess of Cambridge's recovery from morning sickness. The call was pre-recorded and broadcast to listeners in Sydney. The owners of the radio station said the outcome was, quote, unforeseeable, and very regrettable. At number 9, the widely revered Nelson Mandela, the father of democratic South Africa, quote, looks well after a restful night, according to a spokesperson of President Jacob Zuma. The BBC reports the 94-year-old Mandela is frail with a fading memory, but visitors say he's in good spirits. Mandela's admitted to the hospital on Saturday for tests and is being treated by a medical team in Pretoria. He was South Africa's first black president between 1994 and 1999 and was the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. And at number 10, Miss Saigon is returning to the stage in 2014 with producer Cameron McIntosh at the helm. McIntosh tells Philippine Star columnist Ricky Lowe that he just needs to find a theater for a successful West End production. He says, quote, when we did the show in London 25 years ago, we spent over a year looking for the cast. I hope that in the next 18 months, it would be back in London. Miss Saigon held auditions 3 weeks ago in Manila. It will celebrate its 25th year in 2014. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. The Philippine Ascals match against the Singapore Lions ends in a draw 0-0 in the first leg of the AFF Suzuki Cup semifinals at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila Saturday. Singapore's aggressive play in the first half leads to several chances to score, but Ascals keeper Ed Sacapano manages to deny them and keep a clean sheet for the Philippine team. Evaluating the game, Ascals coach Michael Wise says they need more ball possessions in the midfield. Both teams will meet again on Wednesday for the second leg of the semifinal, this time in Singapore. In European football, Lionel Messi breaks German legend Gerd Muller's 40-year-old record for the most goals in a calendar year on Sunday. He nets his 85th and 86th goals of 2012 in FC Barcelona's 2-1 win over Real Betis. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel, and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page, which crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories which have gotten the most votes on their mood meter. Today, you have 4 basic stories that are up, really led by 2. Pablo victims beg for food, 94% sad, 6% annoyed, and Pacquiao. This story getting the most votes on the mood meter. Pacquiao loses by a knockout to Marquez. A strange 23% happy, 6% amused, 5% don't care, 60% are sad, all contributing to the mood of the day. Today, most people are sad. Rappler will start live streaming today, December 10th, Human Rights Day, 10 short stories on 10 human rights issues. That's ALAB 2012, Stories of Truth in Projections. We will show 2 short stories every day after the Rappler Newscast, starting December 10th up to December 14th. Well, that's Rappler's Newscast for today, Monday, December 10, 2012. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Remember, tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today. We leave you now with images from Catail, Davao Oriental, from Patricia Evangelista.
Dito po kasi sa barangay namin, San Rafael, sa bayan ng Catail, halos lahat magkamag-anak po. More or less, 3,000 po ang nakatira dito sa barangay San Rafael. Karamihan po dito ang trabaho ng mga tao, mga magsasaka po. Mga 10% lang siguro, mga tricycle driver. Yung iba, mga negosyante. Yun nga, never-ending history sa Catail, nagkaroon ng bagyo. Meron mang bagyo bumisita sa amin, pero hindi naman masyado kalakas ng nangyari. Inaantay talaga namin na may bagyong darating, pero hindi kami nag-expect na yun ang mangyari. Ang hangin kasi, yung umiikot, tapos parang madidinig mo, parang nangingitim ang hangin. Pa iba-ibang direction yung tinig niya. Akala ko katapusan na ng mundo ito. Kinaumagahan, ang mga tao, mahirap mong kausapin. Parang natulala sila eh. Kausapin mo, parang nagtatangahan eh. Isa lang ang namatay dito. Pero sa the whole barangay San Rafael, umabot yata ng 6. Ang nawawala ngayon, ang nasa estimate nila, aabot yata ng mga 20. 2 beses lang kami nakatanggap ng relief. Yung iba pa nga, hindi. Iniisip namin, may pag-asa pa ba tayo? Wala naman tayong maaasahan dito sa mga niyugan natin. Wala na nagkukintuhan nga kami. Sabi ko, babangon tayo kahit papaano. Babangon tayo.